Hello, here I am back today with an extra comic book review. Fatale number 11 today will be reviewed, and it's a bit different. Usually I review all my books together as one big, batch. But how I usually do my review is I read my comics and then I do my review. And I don't watch anybody else's reviews here on YouTube until I've done my review. Because I don't want to kind of be influenced. I want to put my views out as they are after reading the books. So this week, well last week, I was a bit late. It wasn't until Sunday I got to upload my video. And so as I was uploading it, I was watching other people's videos and I saw Ghost Critics reviews, which I watch every week, well worth checking out. And I saw that he really gave a number of, this issue here that I've got in my hands, he gave it a really glowing review. And I know in the past, I've not always agreed with his views on comics, but I know when he goes all out for a book and I pick it up, I usually enjoy it. I know he went all out with Saga, with Justice League Dark, with Punisher. These were books that he went really all out with, and I was like, I picked them up, and they're books that I pick up regularly now. So I know when he goes all out, it's usually a really good book. So I thought, I'm going to try this one out. So I picked it up and I thought, you know what, as an experiment, I'm going to just put out a single review and see how that does and see how that goes, and if that works better than doing a big batch. And maybe if this works, it's another way I could do my reviews, where I can just do individual reviews as I've read the comics, and then so you'd have reviews going up, a couple of reviews going up every day, or whether it's easier just to do them as one batch. I don't know. It's just an experiment. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's get down to the review. Fatale number 11. I'd never read this book before, didn't really have much idea what it was about, so I picked it up. So I came to it totally, a clean slate. The story kicks off with this policeman, and he's in the bar waiting for somebody, and he goes outside and he's like, they're not coming back, and he sort of flashes back over what's happened over the last week, how him and his partner were caught to this crime scene, and they arrested this woman called Josephine for murder, but he couldn't get her out of his head, so he went back to the station, killed his partner and helped her to escape, and they were on the run together, and he was head over heels in love with this girl, and he'd been engaged, and he'd just gone off with this girl Josephine, just like that, give up his life, gone on the run, and they were just going for this place because she was looking for somebody, and she'd found this writer she was looking for. So she's told him to wait in this bar for her while she goes and sees this writer. But now he's been stood up, he knows she's dumped him, and he's like regretting all the things that he's done. It's like he was under some kind of influence, and it's wearing off now, and all flooding back of all what he's done over this last week. But still, the worst thing, the thing that's causing the most pain, is the thought he'll never see her again. We then meet this woman Josephine, and we get a bit of insight into her, how she has this power over men, but she doesn't quite know how to control it, and she's ran away because everywhere she goes, men are just like falling over themselves to please her. They're just killing. She goes out with her boyfriend, and guys will beat him up because they want to be with her. She just does not know how to control this crazy power, and it's driving her insane. And then she read this story in this magazine, written by this writer, and it sounds very much like her. So she's tracked down this writer, I think his name's Albert. That was Alfred. Sorry, Alfred Ravenscroft. And she's located this guy to sort of see how has he come up with this story, and so to see if he can throw any light on it, and we get a lot more information. I really enjoyed this book. It was really great. I don't know if the characters in this, if you've seen them in the previous 10 issues in the main story, I don't know if these characters are featured or if a lot of these characters are new here. I gather from this is that the book features Josephine. This is the character that we're following, but she's not the first one to have this ability that she has to sort of make people do what she wants. It was a very interesting premise that like she can't control her powers, and I really liked the character of Albert and you know his mother, and when we get to meet his mother and the shark and his story was really good, and I really enjoyed this issue, and it made me want to read more. And I have gone out and I'm trying to track down. I've got a few back issues. I'm trying to track down a couple that I'm missing. So I'm getting up to date on this Fatale. It's definitely a book I'm going to be picking up. I don't know yet what I'm going to drop from my pull list to get this one, but I'm definitely going to get this one. It was a lot of fun. The art by Sean Phillips was good. Was really good. I don't know how well you can see that today. But I really liked the art, because the book, like the initial story is set in 1935, so I liked that, and then we sort of jumped back to the late 1800s, and I thought the art really had that right kind of vintage kind of feel about it, that it was a book from the past, and it was just a really nice read. One thing that I do love about Image books is the presentation. Is like, look, on there you've just got the cover. On the back, you've got like just the back, no adverts. You've got, you know, the price and the barcode on the back. I really liked the layout of the book, and even the inside cover. I just really like how Image lay out their books, and I think, you know, a lot of times Marvel and DC, you've got adverts plastered all over the front page, you've got adverts plastered on the back, and but I like Image's books. I really do like the presentation of their books. But all in all, yeah, I enjoyed this one. It was a really good read. Like I say, I'm definitely on board for this now. I'm picking up. I've been on eBay. I've been looking on the internet. Looked at my local comic book shop, and I'm catching up on the issues that I've missed. And but they do them in trades as well. If you don't want to have the actual issues, if that's not a problem, you can pick them up in trades. But yeah, this is one I'm going to be following, and a real good read and a definite thumbs up.